Welcome, welcome to the Black Male Podcast. This is a space where we delve deep into the experiences, challenges, and triumphs of black men in today's society. I'm your host, Mike Sears. Each and every week, we'll bring you inspiring stories, insightful discussions, and actionable advice tailored specifically for black men looking to navigate and excel in all facets of life. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's episode of the Black Male Podcast. Now, as black males, you've seen us at our worst, and we've been on display in front of the whole world. It is my hope that this platform will also allow the world to see black men at their best. Today, in Mike's monologues, before I get to Mike's monologue, I want to just acknowledge my book. I am an author, a new author, and I have a book. It is called Male Functioning. Get out of your own way and execute your dream life play. It's a very inspirational book. It's a self-help book to encourage you to, again, get out of your own way and do what it is you need to do to go forth in the very thing that you've been called to do. It's a book about purpose. I use the game of football to explain and just give some life lessons. If you're interested, you can find the book on Amazon. Please go to Amazon, get the book, support it. I will appreciate your support, but I also believe it'll be a blessing to you as well. Again, I'm Mike Sears, and the name of the book is called Male Functioning. Today's Mike's monologue, I want to talk about the word start. What do I mean? Start, it's a small word, right? Only 5 letters, but it's powerful. Think about it. Every great journey, every monumental achievement begins with that single, often whispered command: start. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. We stand at the precipice of our lives, our dreams, our ambitions, each day, each moment faced with the vast expanse of possibilities. It stretches out before us, daunting, infinite, unknown, and yet all it takes to engage sprawling canvas of life is one step, a start. Why then do we hesitate? Why do we stand immobile, shackled by our fears and doubts? Is it the fear of failure? Is it the overwhelming nature of our visions? Or perhaps the comfort of the known, the habitual, that which keeps us static? But come close. Here's the secret. Each moment of hesitation is a moment lost. Each day we delay, we forfeit the sunrise of a new adventure, because to start is not just to move or act, it is to hope. To start is to embrace the possibility of something better, something brighter, something uniquely yours. Imagine the greats, the inventors, the explorers, the artists, the leaders, everyone you look up to. Picture them at the dawn of their paths. They all stood precisely where you stand today. Did they have all the answers? Nope. But they moved. They started. And in starting, they stepped into their stories, their struggles, and ultimately their successes. Now it's your turn. So what are you waiting for? What dreams lay dormant in the echo chambers of your someday? I say, let someday be today. Let this moment be your rallying cry. Start small, start big. It really doesn't matter as long as you start. And yes, you might falter. You might fall. But in the act of starting, you'll learn, you'll grow, and you'll move closer to your dream, or the dream that you want to be. Simply because every start, embraced with courage, marks the birth of a new hope, a new chapter. And remember that momental journey, that incredible quest, it all begins here with a simple, courageous step forward. So to you who's standing at the edge of your beginning, I say to you, start. Ignite the first spark of your dream. There's a whole world waiting, and it begins right now with that one powerful, transformative word: start. I don't know who that's for. Maybe it was for me, and I'm okay with that. But I just want to encourage somebody to, whatever it is that you've been thinking about, sometimes you just got to stop thinking about it and do it. The difference between, I think, the difference between myself and that person that we watch on TV or we listen to on the radio, is at some point they said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I don't have all the money. I don't have all the time. I don't have all the answers. But I'm going to take what I do have and I'm going to start right there. And what I found is that if you just start and you just believe in what you have and you do what you can with what you have, everything else you need to start surfacing. It'll start moving towards you, or you'll start moving towards it. However, if you stay stagnant, if you stay still, you'll probably never achieve the things that you only dream about, because you're not doing anything to move closer to them. So don't just stay stagnant. I want you to get started. I want you to I'm telling my age a little bit, but as the song once said, bust a move. Just get out here and move, y'all. Let's go. Today I want to introduce, tonight, our guest. His name is Andre Andrews. Andre is a father of 3. He is a grandfather, or a GPA of 2. He's a writer, producer of a play called You Made Me. He's also an event coordinator of an upcoming event for Mother's Day brunch, and a fashion show benefiting mental health. Without any further ado, let's officially welcome Mr. Andre Andrews to the Black Male Podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming and chatting with us on the Black Male Podcast. I just want to start, if you can tell us a little bit more about the event that you have coming up.
All right. Well, excuse me. First of all, I want to say that what you just read and what we just heard is sort of a testament of actually me doing this event.
Nice.
I'm kind of tripping a little bit because that's just how God works. But because I had thought about canceling it before because of finances, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll cancel it. But I got so far into it that I said, no, I'm not gonna cancel it. I just have to believe that God is gonna work it out. Because I like doing things nice if I'm gonna do it.
Right.
And so I don't really like to take shortcuts. But I was just sitting here tripping like, wow, okay, God, there you know, there's the confirmation or whatever. So I am a playwright, and I'm in the process of writing another play. And in that process, I was doing some research on suicide.
Wow, okay.
And I came to some alarming statistics from last year only. Over, I think it was like 32 million people worldwide committed suicide.
Wow.
And that tripped me out. I'm like, oh man. Like, I know, like, post-COVID and stuff like that, people are having more and more issues arise and stuff like that, and from losing all of our loved ones. And so I said, you know what, I don't have no millions of dollars, but some people need help. And, if I could just reach one person, 2 people, then my job is
Definitely.
And so that's what I fashion show did benefit. So, you know, I'm a little known around this area of the entertainment sector, so I can, you know, put something together and make some, you know, funds. And I'm not. This benefit isn't like, because we're donating 30% of the ticket proceeds to. It was an organization, but I went to school with this young lady, and she has a nonprofit. I mean, excuse me, a private practice.
Got it. Okay.
And so we're going to surprise her.
Okay.
With that donation.
Nice. Man, that's great. And again, sometimes, again, like you said, you never know, but God, you know, he always knows. And I was initially going to start off with something else in terms of my monologue, and I just felt like it was important to encourage. So I did, you know, some searching, and I said, let me try to find something I can talk about, you know, just how important it is to start. And starting is not easy all the time. And then sticking in there, hanging in there, like you just described, that's not easy also, because like you said, you don't always have all the answers or even all the resources.
Right.
But you never know who is going to benefit from you just keeping the faith, staying the course, and, you know, completing it. And like you said, even if it's just one or two people, you know, your job was done. I know for me, and I think most people, they have big ambitions, and, you know, everybody wants to sell out crowds. Everybody wants to, you know, be the talk of the town. You know, I think it's just a natural progression. But most people that seemingly are, you know, selling out, or even the talk of the town, or whatever the case is, whatever level of success, they all had to start somewhere. And everybody didn't start off selling out or, you know, having all the resources. And so I commend you. And I just encourage you to keep doing it, you know, because you never know who's being affected, but then two, it becomes a part of your journey, and it's a part of, you know, of building your character and who you become.
Exactly.
And you know, the saying, people see your glory, but they don't know your story, and that's a lot of people. You know, they don't really know what it takes to put on a production of any magnitude, whether it's small or large. It's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
And behind the scenes, it's just me. And I don't, you know, I'm not. I do this, but you know, God has allowed me the opportunity to, like, you need a team to put on an event of this magnitude. You do, and so the team is right here. So you know.
That's no. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm not tired or exhausted or anything, because I actually started all the way back in last August. Okay. So I did, you know, a little bit at a time, and then, you know, I cut costs, because everything that had to be done, I can do myself. I've done the publications. I've sent the, you know, the emails out. I've arranged these teams. And this is just not to toot my horn, but what I'm saying is God will either give you the finances, or he'll give you a way to do what you got to do if it's something that he wants you to do.
And sometimes you just got to be willing. And I mean, I guess either way I would have been somewhat on target, but my initial monologue was going to be about teams, because of how important I've failed at. I won't even say failed, but I've learned a lot of lessons in just moving forward, understanding how important it is to get and establish like-minded people and keep them around you and help and form a team. And again, nothing wrong. Sometimes, again, we talking about starting. Sometimes that's just how you have to start. You have to start, and it's just you, and that's okay. But eventually, I believe, as you begin to scale, as you begin to grow, you have to have people that you can count on, people that you can lean to, a team, you know, people that's going to help you be successful. And we see it in sports, we see it, you know, in the arts, but, you know, those big things that happen, typically there may be one or two people that stand out in the forefront, but the success, you know it. It's because of who you have on your team.
Right.
In this particular production, who's in it? Who, you know, people coming out. Who can they expect to see? What can they expect from it?
Okay, so there's an actual itinerary of things going on, from singing, mime performance. I have the fashion show, of course, comprised of 8 or 9 designers.
Oh wow!
Around the city, which, man, it's going to be a nice show. That's all I can say. The models have been modeling,
right?
You know, in rehearsal, doing their thing. I have the skit is on suicide.
Okay.
In my research, I had for my stage play, I was researching near-death experiences, and it was so tripped out to me, and so I incorporated some of what I learned from those experiences that the people have that had the near-death experiences. That, I mean, it's such a mind-blowing skit. Wow. Maybe like 5-10 minutes.
Okay. Wow.
At the most, but it's going to be touching. You know, people are going to know when they leave there what suicide, what mental health is. Yeah. And that's the goal. I mean, the fashion show is nice, and
right.
The singing and stuff is going to be nice, but my main thing is people learning, being more aware of what mental health is.
Yeah, I think it's so important. It's easy to kind of, in some instances, kind of laugh at some of the stuff we see, or not saying that it's funny, but you know what I'm saying, people, you know, find entertainment in certain things that's happening, and or, you know, we're shocked, or, you know, we're disturbed. And man, the mind, the saying that the mind is a terrible thing to waste. There's a lot of mental exercise, a lot of mental things that we need to do so our mind stays healthy, you know, similar to physically being healthy. And I'm happy that there's a lot more awareness, you know, things that you're doing, you know, the message that you're providing in this play, and not just the play, this skit, as well as this event. It's a pre-Mother's Day, so who is, I'm assuming, would you say that's who it's for? Or who should come? Who, if I want to invite people to come out, who are you inviting to come out? Who listening should be a part of this extravaganza that's happening on May 4th?
You know what? I think everybody should come, no matter what the age is, because in the skit you'll see that we don't know who has a mental health issue. Yeah. You know, they look like a regular individual. Yeah. But behind closed doors, there's something different. So people that are coming, even they don't know what to expect out of this event for the most part either. Right. But you will, once you leave this event, you're gonna definitely know if you suffer a mental illness. And so that's the plan. I have a therapist that's coming in. She's speaking.
Nice. Where is it at? Where is it being held at?
So the event will be at Northwest Activity Center Ballroom.
Okay.
That's off of 7 Mile in Myers area. It starts at 1 o'clock, 1 to 5 o'clock on May the 4th.
Okay. Where can people, or how can people buy tickets?
You can actually purchase tickets on eventbrite.com. Okay. Or God's World. Okay. They can purchase at those 2 places.
Nice. I started talking about it, and I think you pretty much answered it. Though you have a skit, there's going to be singing, there's going to be a fashion show.
Let me say, the singer is Shantae Nicole, a great singer. She'll be singing 2 selections. There's a whole program of things. We're gonna do some giveaways. We have a raffle, a big raffle basket that we're raffling off. I mean, huge.
Nice.
And throughout the process of the program, there's going to be little raffles here and there. I have 9 vendors that'll be there.
So shopping opportunities.
Yes.
So since it's pre-Mother's Day, there'll be opportunity if you haven't bought that special gift for mother or mom, or whomever it is that you're, celebrating.
Yes.
To participate in as well.
Correct.
Cool. And by being pre-Mother's Day, you're not competing with everything that's going to be happening for Mother's Day.
I kind of wanted to give them the weekend off because some of the people that are assisting me on that day, who want to work on Mother's Day, so or the weekend. So I said, let me do this the weekend before and try to get some help without feeling bad. So
very smart.
So that's what we're doing that, and then that following weekend they can do what they want to do, whether if it's on a rest or go out to the restaurant to eat with the kids or whatever. But so that's why I chose this weekend coming up.
Great. Is there a name for the event? Is there a specific title?
The title on all of the what is it called?
The advertisements.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Is Pre-Mother's Day brunch and fashion show benefiting mental health.
Oh, you didn't mention that part. So people get to eat when they come?
Yeah, depending on what ticket they purchase.
Okay, gotcha.
So let me just explain it. The VIP ticket gives you access to it's either shrimp and grits.
Oh wow, shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits, or chicken and waffles.
Okay.
A fruit cup and whatever drink that they want to have. They get VIP get 2 tickets for some beverage.
Okay.
And then general admission. They get, let me see if I say this right, the charcuterie table.
Okay.
The one with the meats and cheese. There you go. And so they get that, and then they get a beverage, and everybody who purchased a ticket get a raffle ticket for the raffle.
Got it. Nice. That's nice. This is going to be a wonderful event. If you're listening and you're needing or thinking about something to do to celebrate that special woman in your life, or if it's just to if it's celebrate mom, or if you're someone who may just you just want to get out, you want to learn more about mental health, you want to help somebody who may be dealing with a mental health issue, it sounds like this is the place to be. Again, it's at the Northwest Activity Center, and the program starts at 1 o'clock. Will there be tickets available?
You read the paper.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is
it makes you cry. So many bad things happening
but there will be
that you can't deny. You've got to do more than just pray. We should work hard, people.
It sounds great. I definitely want to talk more about the event.
Each and every day.
And just talk a little bit about your journey and how you kind of got to this space. Again, you started and you're continuing. And I know it's encouraging to me.
Love and change. Love and change. Love and do. Yeah, love and do. Exactly what? Exactly. You want it too? Yes, it will. Yes. Live yours. Live your life authentic. Make it authentic as possible. Be true. Keep it 100. No gimmick. Yep. Breathe in. Don't doubt. Don't doubt. Breathe out. Let it out. Good vibes. Gotta keep the vibes going. Life short. Short as possible. Do good. Do your best. Love God. Love it up. We stood. Yeah, we did. Cheap kid.
So before we continue, what I want to do is take just a brief moment to acknowledge today's sponsors and listeners. Today's show is brought to you by. Today's show is brought to you by Mike Sears Productions. Welcome to Mike Sears Productions.
Satisfaction hadn't happened in the world, losing its trace. direction. They say, turn down your passion, but that's why we scrapping. Dragging, pulling, most in the same direction. Ain't no hating, true fiction. Shaking up the resurrection. Total misconception, how you move. I choose love, 10 commandments, follow the rules. God got me and I know it. In fact, he always show it. See, yeah, I saw it. Don't matter, rich or poor. Yeah, I'm from the 8 township, Detroit City. They got my back, and I'm bringing the help with me. Need help in the suburbs, help in the hood, help in rural areas, the sticks in the wood. We need help in the hospitals, help at the high school. I'm serious to say, we need help for these fools. We need help for the leadership. Do your job, lead. Turn up the love and turn down the greed. We need help.
To the time for the event, so we can give you a little more information. But so we'll talk about it now to give you time to prepare and make sure you are there.
Man, thanks for that wonderful introduction. You didn't say fantabulous or nothing like that, but I get it, no problem.
It is fantabulous.
Right? No. What we got going on is the Black Advantage. The Black Advantage is based back to basics, May 14th through the 16th. So you got 4 events, 3 days. You can definitely go on Eventbrite or go to the blackadvantage.net and get your tickets. It's only $89 for all 4 events. We are feeding you lunch on both days. You will have coffee. The mixer is getting kicked off at the St. Regis Hotel on May 14th with keynote speaker Calvin T. Mann. We have some professionals coming out to teach strategic partnership, real estate, business planning, Bitcoin. Because a lot of people don't know what Bitcoin really is about. Right. So public relations, film industry, might get a little toasty. Film industry and podcasts and finances will be spoken about at the Black Advantage. And the reason why we call it back to basics because we have all this information that we're really not using. You know what I mean? And we still don't use our basic things. Yeah. To keep it tight. I believe how you handle small things is how you handle everything. Yeah. So with that being said, it's the Black Advantage, back to basics, May 14th. Go to Eventbrite and get your tickets, or go to the blackadvantage.net and register now.
Cool. Thank you for presenting that. We definitely gonna have you back prior to the event taking off, and we want to get as many people there. Again, back to basics. It's a Black Advantage, and the things that's going to be served up there, and I say served up because it's a spirit of excellence, serving you this information, serving you what you need to grow as an individual or business, whatever it is you have. And I think we mentioned it real briefly, this about team. Man, and I even heard my wife talking a little bit earlier about it. We got to do better with coming together. We do so much as individuals thinking, man, I can keep more to myself. And again, there's nothing wrong with being an individual and doing what you got to do. But we can do so much more together than we can do apart. And so we got to work on that. It's important. I'm learning it, and I'm doing what I can to be more of a benefactor of bringing more people into the fold, sharing my ideals, supporting other people's ideals, because I think in doing that we can do more again together than we can apart. Now I want to get back to my first guest, Mr. Andre. As we were before we went to the small break, we were talking about the current event that you have coming up. Can you tell us a little bit more about kind of how you got to this place? Is this your first event? Is this your first production? Have you done things in the past? If so, what have you done in the past? Can you talk a little bit just about your journey? How did you get here? In
terms of this type of event or just events, period?
Events, period. This is you kind of got a few different things wrapped into one.
Right.
But events, period. Because just doing, when people come to events, I don't care what it is, whether it's a sports event, whether it's a concert, people show up and they pay for their ticket and they sit down, they enjoy it, whatever it is that they experience. They don't realize all the things that it takes for that experience to be great.
Right.
Even when the experience is not so great, they don't really understand the reasons why.
Right.
So that's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Can you speak to that? Do you know those things that I'm talking about, or are you kind of, again, just new, starting off? Talk about your journey.
Gotcha. So I've actually been doing events for quite a while, well over 10, 15 years.
Nice. Okay.
So
you're not new to this.
No. And
Okay.
that's one of the reasons why I'm not. This week it has been a lot of work, but I'm not stressed. I'm used to it, and it's not as much work as it would be because I've paced myself.
Definitely.
And so because I've started early on different projects, it's not overtaking me this week.
Right.
So yeah, I've been doing events for quite a while. Personally, weddings and baby showers and things of that sort.
Okay.
So it's definitely not new.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually really trying to retire from these things.
Oh, really?
People, this is just a lagging of a few people, but because I have the experience and this is my project that I'm doing.
Got it.
I don't have no choice but to do it, so that I can cut corners.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that guys said, like, okay, what you mean you need all this and all of that? You got the ability to do this stuff yourself. So,
right. So get it done. Make it happen.
Yes, I really had no option, no choice in the matter, because this isn't about me. It's about other people. And that's why we're here. We're here to be a service to all mankind and to love one another. And so, time is precious. We don't know when that next, where we're going to wake up.
Yeah.
And so, my thing is I have to do all that I can do while I'm here.
Yeah, that's important. I don't think people realize how many wealthy people became wealthy based off that simple principle, whether that was their initial aim or not, or whether that was the initial aim and then somewhere along the line things got twisted. But most millionaires, billionaires, wealthy people became wealthy because they found a way to serve others. They found a way to help other people. They invented something that made people's life simpler or more simple or easy. They serve.
Right.
And people who serve typically become better themselves by helping other people become better.
Right.
And I think that's a secret to success that a lot of people miss, and they're chasing the money, they're chasing after the things, and they don't realize, man, if you just help somebody,
right,
the money part will be easy.
Yeah.
So I appreciate, and I'm talking about that because I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate your efforts. I appreciate what you've done. Now you said the R word. You said retire. So does that mean retire and you transitioning into something else, or you just trying to live high off the hog and kind of relax and travel and do some other things? Do you have plans, or is there a plan?
There's one major event coming up that I have to do.
Okay.
And then after that,
you done.
Little light things.
Gotcha.
All of this bringing the DJ equipment and all this table centerpieces and all that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
They can have that. My mom, she retires. Her last day is July, I believe, 31st. And we having her a big, retirement party in September. And of course, that has to be nice.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
after that,
definitely,
y'all can have. We're gonna give it right to the wifey.
That's cool. You've done events. You've done play. Now, has there been several plays that I know of? One specific play that you've done. It was You Made Me?
Yes.
Have you written, and you wrote that, correct?
Yes, correct.
Have you written or produced any other productions or any other plays?
So I have one that I've written that I have one 2 scenes left.
Okay.
That was the first one that I wrote.
Okay.
So how is that not hit the stage and the second one hit the stage?
Yeah.
So I have that one written for the most part, and then I'm working on the current one. The current one, the first one was more like a secular type of play. But this one will take place in the church.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I just want to be clear for myself and everybody's listening. So when you say retiring, you're retiring from events, but you still plan to do the productions, the plays and stuff? Okay. All right.
I definitely got to keep that up because those are the messages.
Got it. So you're not done creating. You're just done with the event part of the creative. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Are you planning to stick with just theater? Are you looking to transition into any other parts? You know, are you thinking about film? Are you thinking about television? Or, you know, are you like, nah, I want to stick with theater. I want to just kind of, you know, keep developing that.
You Made Me, the stage play. It has to become a movie.
Got it. Okay.
It has to. You know, I'm asking God where the funding coming from. So
sure.
when he send that funding, then that's when we'll start.
Good enough. Well, man, it's been great. Just hearing, you know, your story and kind of, you know, your journey in terms of, you know, being involved in events and writing. What's your writing process like? How do you come up with the stories, like the ones that you're working on now and the one that you've already completed? Does it come from real life experiences? What's the inspiration behind it?
Actually, the one that I wrote, I had 2 surgeries, one on each side of my shoulders, the rotator cuff surgeries, and just sitting there for all of the months and looking at TV, and I was looking at what is her name? Fix Your Life, Ayala, and so I was looking at her, her episodes, and I'm like, man, she digs so deep into people's lives, like to the core, so I thought I was watching that stuff, and now so somebody had sent me the book about R. Kelly, and those things that he was taking part in, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, we all talk about him, but you know, everybody is a reason why we do what we do.
Man. Yeah.
You know, and it is deeper than just his actions. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to him. And so mentally, he's messed up.
Wow.
Which, I mean, a lot of us are. But he enacts, you know, a certain way. And so, you know, by seeing that, that's where that play came from. Because we do things based on what happened to us in our childhood.
Yes.
We operate as a grown-up based on what we went through in our childhood. Who raised us, you know, how old they were, how young they were. And so our environment kind of constructs how we will behave and act in life.
Yeah, that's deep.
And so that's where I got that writing from.
Nice. Man, so as I was saying, this has been great. I've enjoyed talking with you. Before we go, a couple more things I want to do. I want you to talk about the play again. Just I want you to advertise it. I want you to do your own commercial. Tell the people again the name of the play, where it's at, what they can expect, and how they can contact you to get tickets or contact, you know, go.
Okay, for the Mother's Day event.
For the Mother's Day brunch. Yep, coming up May 4th.
Yes. It's coming up May 4th, 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock at the Northwest Activity Center, ballroom. It will start on time.
Okay.
Whoever's not there, whatever entertainment person, we're starting on time.
Got it.
I don't play that.
Do doors open at so if it's starting at 1, the doors open
12:30.
Cool. Okay.
12:30. And I failed to mention, I'm sorry, but I do have 2 people real quick that sponsored some of the funding. And I would like to mention her, Marquita Andrews, and she's of the table. What is it? Her business is At the Table Ministries. Okay. And she's a local Detroiter who gives not from her funding, but from her heart to people around the local area, in her area. And so I
What's
like
the
to
name
shout
again?
out her, At the Table Ministries, Marquita Andrews.
Okay.
And then I have one of the vendors who will be at the event. She's another sponsor, Karen Gibson.
Okay.
She'll be providing baskets.
Nice.
And so, well, not providing, but she'll be selling baskets.
Shit, but she's a vendor and she's helping sponsor.
Yeah, Special K baskets.
Nice. And to get tickets, they can get tickets where?
They can get tickets at eventbrite.com or God's World.
Cool. And it's called the Pre-Mother's Day Brunch.
Pre-Mother's Day Brunch and Fashion Show.
Right.
Benefit for mental health.
Love it. I love it.
Yes.
Make sure, please, you go out and support this event. And if you can't be there, gift a ticket to somebody. If you can't be there,
they can make. I'm sorry,
Go
but
ahead.
they can make donations if they like to. The Cash App is the money sign mothers 4 the number 4 MH for mental health.
Mothers, the number 4 MH for mental health. So again, you can make a donation if you're not able to attend, but you want to support the cause, you want to support the efforts. You can make a donation, and any amount.
Any amount, $1, every bit helps.
Every little bit helps. Please support any way you can. Again, supporting is important. I want to say thank you for all those that are listening, all those that continue to support. This was something that I decided to just start. I didn't have all the answers, I didn't have all the resources, and I'm still learning, I'm growing, but I'm thankful for the will and the willingness to just start. Again, it's not easy, but you just got to start. I want to thank today's guest, Mr. Andre Andrews. Please support his efforts. I have a flyer. I'm going to make sure I post a flyer and pass it along on social media, my social media outlets and all that as well. Before we get out of here, I want to do a little something that I call, what I call it?
Fun facts.
Fun facts. Off the dome. Thank you. I got help. You, if you don't have help, get you some help. I'm thankful. Thankful for my help. And it's just a little fun. Something to get, for our listeners to get to know the people that I'm, interviewing, the people that I know, just a little more intimately. So I'm gonna just name a couple things or ask you a couple questions, and you just give me your best.
Okay.
For you, is it pancakes or waffles?
Pancake.
All right. Would you rather have super hearing or super sight?
Sight.
Late nights or early mornings?
Morning.
Name your favorite superhero.
My grandma.
Nice. One place you would like to travel right now. If you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go?
DR, Dominican Republic.
Nice. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Triple chocolate.
Best season of the year?
Fall.
Yeah, a lot of people like fall. I'm a fall guy myself. The last movie that made you laugh?
Widow Fire.
Shout out to Widow Fire.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, y'all, check it out. It's on Tubi. One thing that you can't live without.
Breath.
Facts. Facts. Last question. If you had to eat only one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One meal?
For the rest of your life. This is all you can eat from now till Jesus' return.
Salmon, mashed potatoes, and cream spinach.
There you go. There you have it. Mr. Andre Andrews, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming. If people want to get in contact with you, if they want to find out more information about the play, or they want to hit you up about the next production that you're doing, how can they get in contact with you?
You can follow me on Facebook. My name, Andre Andrews.
Cool.
I can't give I need a new Instagram name.
No, Facebook is fine. if that's what you got, that's how you can get in contact with us. And then, and that should be good enough. If you're not on Facebook, then if you need to get in contact with the man, just go on Facebook to get in contact with him, and then you jump off. But again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the event that you have coming up, and I wish you much success.
I appreciate
for this event. As well as anything and everything you got coming after this.
Appreciate it.
Before we go, y'all, we gotta have Mike's moments of motivation. We started with Mike's monologue, and it was start. So there's only one way to end this podcast is by having Mike's moments of motivation, and you got to talk about finishing. You can't start without making sure you finish. It's extremely important. Something that's so simple, it can be hard sometimes, is you'll never finish anything that you don't first start. So because we talked about starting, I realize, and I'm guilty of this as well. I start a lot of things, or I have in the past started things, and for whatever reason, you get distracted, you get discouraged, and you don't finish. Well, I don't want that to be you today, and I just want to talk a little bit about finishing. Simply put, finishing is final. Although finishing is the final phase or last step for functioning appropriately as a man, as is written in my book, Male Functioning, it has duality of purpose. Not only is finishing at the end or the completion of the process, but you should also begin with the end in mind. You should start a thing with the mindset of how you plan to finish it. See yourself finishing it from the beginning, and don't stop until you finish. Taking a breath or pausing is not the same as quitting. When you have a large task to complete, there are times when you may need to pause or take a break just to refresh yourself or to reflect, but then you start back up again and you continue until you reach the end. When you stop doing something, you may be giving up. You may be quitting when you just simply say, I'm going to stop. You should never want to intentionally quit anything that you start. As the saying goes, quitters never win, and winners never quit. A runner who decides to run a marathon spends hours upon hours and days and weeks, even months training. And when it's time to run that 26.2 miles, they don't enter that race thinking, I'll just start and see how things go, and halfway through the race, give up. Instead, they start running the race with the mindset and the expectation to finish. You should live your life the same way. You should wake up every day with the mindset that you plan to finish each day strong. So many of us are good at starting things, including myself, but not so good at finishing. So today, that's going to change for you. Today, you're going to make a decision to go back and finish that one thing. Just start with that one thing. Go back. Finish that one thing that you left undone. Before you know it, you'll be known as the one who only starts the things that they plan to finish. I'm Mike Sears, and that's Mike's Moments of Motivation. I just want to encourage you to finish whatever you started. Before we sign off, I want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Black Male Podcast. We hope today's stories and discussions have inspired you. Remember, our journey together doesn't end here. Stay connected. Connect with us on Facebook and IG at the Black Male Podcast. YouTube is coming soon. Let's keep the conversations going, and let's continue to uplift each other. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and remember, we're in this together. I'm Mike Sears, and it's been a pleasure. Take care, stay safe, and until the next episode of the Black Male Podcast, don't forget, before you go back, Fade to Black. Peace.